Hey, how are we doing? How are we do? How are you guys? Come on in the room. The tambourine is in LA. I'm in Atlanta for the next few weeks, so we're going to have to do without it. So come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? What's up, Tracy? Come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. Not really. So won't you come on in the room? Come on. Hey, Lisa Parker. Lisa Parker said, greetings all. I'm still on the clock, but here's a comment for Nikki's YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much. Hey, Baka. Hey, Missy. Missy said, have y'all seen that Mary is back for the new season of Salt Lake? Yes, I have. Girl, when I can talk to y'all, I will talk to y'all. But yeah, Mary's back. Mary's back, and you're gonna love her. Mary's back and she's killing it. Mary's back and well. Mary's back and she's killing it. You're going to be very impressed. She's Mary. Hey, Miss T. Hey, Blair. Hey, Black Lavender.
Hey, Star Family.
Hey, question mark. always.
Hey, Star Family.
What happened? I needed the meal before the live. Yeah, because you just stopped at Marshall's and Home Goods.
No, I didn't stop at Marshall's and Home Goods.
Mom, it don't take that long to pick that food up.
I stopped at
Yeah.
a few places.
You sure did.
One wasn't there.
No, I don't, Mom. No, you don't do it. You said you're going to get food.
Love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk to you when you get off.
Question mark said, I hope Nikki talk about the Martell tea. What is the Martell tea? Send me the Martell tea. Send me the Martell tea.
You want me to give you some food now?
No, I'm not going to eat on camera. I'm fine. Black Lavender said, I was weak when they said Martell didn't have enough to pay for the dinner. He did, but I don't think he wanted to. I don't think he had invested. I mean, we'll do what he wants to do with who he wants to do it for. Hey, Fareed, how are you? Juicy said, hey, fam, ready to get into the gig, LOL. Hey, Dr. M. Hey, love like you are. Hey, Gas Pack said, girl, are you ever going to speak on Tori and Meg? I read that in shade. I hope it's not, but I felt like I read that in shade. I'm probably going to talk about it. Here's the thing. I don't want that audience here. And I feel like, no shade, but I feel like Tori Lorenzo, I don't know what that man's name is. I feel like the people who want to talk and watch that, and talk about that stuff, again, no shade. It just gives me Love and Hip Hop. And y'all know that I review Love and Hip Hop for like 3 weeks and then I dropped that show because the audience that I was attracting is not an audience that I wanted to be a part of. I just do that to my friend. No, I'm sorry. I just couldn't do it.
I love and hip hop.
Exactly. And the audience was just a little deranged. And I just don't feel like that over here.
Don't do that to us.
I do want to talk about it.
Do a couple fights.
It's a fight every episode. Multiple. Okay. Absolutely not. It's like the Real Housewives of Potomac on crack. And meth. And black tar heroin. Anyway, I'm not sure. I have some.
You got rid of that man, didn't you?
Who?
Monique.
Mom, excuse me.
Love and Hip Hop.
So I just, I don't know. I do have some things I don't want to talk about, but I'll pray on it. Mom, excuse me. Oh, you got that bathroom juice? Stay away from that. And it's that. And Mom,
they gave it to me for free because I had to wait. Child, it's always something.
It's always something that I told you. Stop getting solids from that place.
With me and them.
Stop getting solids from that place. Hey, Dear Show Podcast. The Dear Show Podcast said, hey, everyone. Nikki, please give us a 90 Day Fiance catch up. You know what? Funny enough, I've been catching up on that show all day. And while I'm catching up, I'm like, it's another 90 Day Fiance. It's too many. So I'm just going to do all 3 tomorrow. Like, I'm not breaking up these 90 Day Fiancés. It's too many freaking 90 Day Fiancés. So we're just going to do one live and we're going to talk about all the 90 Day Fiancés before they bring out another one. It's too many of them. Why are they doing this? Why are they?
Because we love it.
Y'all know why I look like this. I'm avoiding what I have to do. I don't feel like watching it. Hey, XOXO, Mimi, how are you? Hey, Caroline, how are you, sus? Hey, Bianca, hey, Missy, hey, Spency. Thank you. Juicy said, girl, not Martell in the end of cat. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that. I thought you were talking about something outside of the episode. Can you imagine the field day Sheree would have if anyone else's man was doing this? You know how she is. It's like what she drags other people for happens in her life, but she just acts like it's not the same thing. Very delusional. What's up, TT? What's up, NTR? How are you? Hey, Marlene. Marlene said, hey, Nikki, I stayed up so I could say hi to you. It's midnight over here. What is up with the producers of Real Housewives of Atlanta? You don't show Sheree's birthday dinner, but you show her washing her dog. Yeah, just very weird. I don't know. I don't know why they would not cover that, especially since Martell did not have the money. That would have been a great scene. I don't know what's going on over there. I do not know what's going on over there. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Simply Simone. Hey, CM. I said CM, not SHEREE. Love always wins, said, please no, I am sick of that story. Oh, Martell. Farid said the argument between SANYA and SHEREE on the after show is what we needed to actually show. What happened on the after show? I did not watch that. Sorry, guys. I like literally just flew into town and I'm a little behind. Smitty said, we don't want Tori's Hotep audience here. That's the thing. I don't feel like that audience changed the atmosphere of what we have here. But I'll see. The Dear Show podcast, I was just watching that show because that's my mom. Love and Hip Hop is my mom's favorite show. And they was fighting. They at their big ages, they was fighting. I think it was Erica was about to fight Scrappy's ex or whatever. Bambi over E-Money. And I can't. I'm like, y'all too old. And y'all at the age where a punch is not going to heal instantly. You're going to need some time. Like, y'all doing that? Oh, baby. After a good 27, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use my words. Love Like You Are said, I'm sorry, but what is needed to talk about with Tory and Megan? The man rightfully is going to jail and Megan is thriving. The end. Listen, we talk about a lot of stuff here. So I feel like some people just want me to speak on something because they feel like I have a perspective that they did not hear and probably a perspective that they will agree with. So I understand. It's just like, I just have to be very careful with the audience that we have created here. I'm learning so much from the Real Housewives of Potomac audience that was brought here or sometimes comes here when that show starts. So I just want to be very protective over my community. So we'll see. Hey, Empress Energy said UK back for another live. I know that's right, UK. Hey, Flaj, you're on 86. Philly stands up. Carmen said, Real Housewives of Atlanta is so boring that I stopped watching. I'm not watching Love Island. I got to catch up on that. Oh, God, there's so much I have to catch up on. Hey, IA. Yes, Kayla, we are in here. Hey, Tony. Tony said, hey, Star fam, I'm here watching in the cut. We'll probably jump in when you talk, Rhony. Perfect. Hey, Vital Taste by Emika. How are you? This is the most that she's given us for 2 seasons. I'm enjoying SANYA this season more than I enjoyed her before. I feel like she's coming into her own. I hope, and I hate to say this, I hope she doesn't like fall back when she, I don't know if she'll be pregnant by the time they're filming, but I just feel like we're starting to like you and we're starting to learn a little bit more about you. This is not the time for you to disappear. And I know, you're carrying a human being, so you have to take it easy. I absolutely get it. I'm just hoping that you and your story producer work on something very interesting for next season, because I feel like Ashley Darby can have a pregnancy season, not SANYA. You know what I mean? It's like when you've been putting in work, you can take a break and we'll understand because you're harboring a human. But when you're just starting to give us a little something and then you're just like, I'm going to be on maternity leave. I'm going to be like, stay gone. You know what I mean? A little harsh, but it's just, I'm just talking TV. I'm talking TV. I have to watch that. Y'all saying that they was fighting on the after show?
Martell afford the birthday dinner.
Or is this I watched the episode and she was just talking about it. She didn't seem that activated. Tracy said, I have not watched this season. Have y'all already seen Martell twice? Carlos King said Martell was clear for 2 episodes. Oh, I think that's why we have not seen him twice. We're going to see him next week. And I think that's when King is going to try to talk to him. And he's going to be like, this is my thing. Carlos, no shade, but I felt like your show needs the crossover help from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Because the Real Housewives of Atlanta, even when they're bad, they're doing numbers. And I feel like Martell is such a chaotic character for reality TV. You should have cleared him for at least 8 episodes. At least 8 episodes, because he's just a character, and I think that people who don't watch your show would want to know more about him and watch that show. I don't know what happened there with him only being cleared for 2 seasons, but you could have kept it. You could have kept it.
And that's giving me storyline romance.
SAG hasn't said anything. SAG has not said anything yet. As soon as SAG says something, I will let you guys know. Hey, Shanty. Fareed said SANYA is boring and doesn't make sense. She wouldn't be friends with Drew because what she did to Sheree, but she's friends with Marlo. Girl, just all over the place. All over the place. IA said, I'd like to see SANYA call out Sheree and Marlo next season. I don't think she'll call out Marlo. Maybe Sheree, but I don't think she'll call out Marlo. But also, if she's going to be pregnant, I don't think she's going to do too much because I don't think that Ross is going to allow that.
Okay. Now that's the boss, and he wants his baby too.
Oh, he's going to sit down with Kenya? That's smart. Because I feel like his Nene interview already got like 1 million views, right? Listen, the lady talks a big game and she delivers. His channel ain't never seen them kind of numbers. The lady talks a big game and she delivers. She delivers. Tiffany said, hey, Mama Star in the background. Yeah, she's doing all this talking.
And you're not even paying me no money.
I'm not, because you are still on timeout. I have not taken you out of timeout. Tracy said, oh, Bravo would only clear Sheree would only clear she bought no such thing for 2 episodes per Carlos King. So he decided to only clear Martell for 2 episodes? Baby, I would have cleared him for the whole season. Like, your talent is on a much bigger show. Yes. What do I know? Spitzy said, OMG, are you in Atlanta on the night of Beyonce's last show out there? Yeah. I am, but I'm not going. I'm not going. Atlanta showed up. Atlanta showed up.
Gotta go bigger and better because Atlanta showed up. We showed up.
Are you done? Let me see this after show. Oh, Sheree and SANYA argue over Martell.
People say Chardonnay drinkers.
Oh, God. This is so ridiculous. What are y'all arguing over him for? And it's sad to say, the biggest storyline we don't get to see. I don't know what. This is the thing. The Real Housewives of Atlanta is suffering. A lot of these reality TV shows are suffering, especially now these people are trying to do. Oh, shoot. I got to talk about that with you guys. That's for another day. Let me catch up on the time zone, especially since a lot of these shows are reality TV is going to unionize like soon and very soon. And I just feel like y'all have to make smarter choices with what you have, because with your talent about to unionize, with your talent that is SAG-AFTRA that cannot work, what are you going to have moving forward? Like, what are you going to have in the reality TV space? Unless I just start making up stuff. I think it's either Hulu or Netflix, but one of them is running a documentary about Kim and Kanye's divorce. Nobody cared then and nobody cares now. But you just don't have content. You just don't have content. And I'm sorry, the longer this strike goes on, reality TV is going to look real bleak in 2024. Real bleak. Let me watch this fight.
Him that wants Kanye back, the old Kanye.
She doesn't want Kanye back. She wants
the attention. She's not getting any attention.
It's not even that. She wants the Black Power that came with him. He too much of a dummy to realize that he was the prize the whole time. Black people never realize that. That's my only thing. I don't have any, like, love is love. Y'all can do whatever y'all want with your interracial relationships. With Black people, when you're in an interracial relationship, especially if you were in an interracial relationship with somebody, let's just call them white, with somebody who you think that you are tapping into their privilege and that's going to give you access to a greater community. I feel like Black people like you do not know who the hell you are. Black people always get in these relationships with non-Black people and you just do not realize who you are. You allow stuff that just don't make no sense. You diminish yourself and you build these people up, not realizing that you are a part of one of the most powerful cultures globally. And you give everything to this non-Black person. And then when this non-Black person gets to where they want to be, they don't want to be dealing with you anymore, because now they have access in rooms that they never had access because your dumb Black behind gave them the culture.
Mm-hmm. They're hungry for the culture.
Love is love. Have fun. Mom!
Revealed the tea about him asking all the ladies for a cash out to pay for their dinner. He didn't pay for her birthday dinner. Girl, it was Marlo and Sonya. Everyone thought that he should have picked up the bill, and Marlo and Sonya also thought it, and they were laughing behind Sheree's back. They hanging right under your neck. They're making you think that they're so cool with you. They don't really care about you the way that you think.
I'm gonna tell you who I heard it was. I heard it was Courtney. At the end of the day, it was just a little much for anybody.
Who is Courtney?
Think that they were gonna come to my
Courtney is
I know. Who was she? Like, I don't remember her from anywhere.
We're not married or anything like that. Not really of that long.
She had a baby by Bryce.
I had not been to gym with.
Oh, yikes! I always forget that lady.
That's,
I thought it was the new girl that was there with the half wig. There's a new girl that was there on the episode with a half wig. It was like half curly. She looked like one of the girls from what's some girls that say meeting in the ladies' room? She looked like she stepped right out of that video.
I got a meeting in the ladies' room.
Eat your salad, Mom. I'm watching this.
You wanted your meal to be paid for? When you got there, you didn't know. But sure, hold on. Empty-handed? No. I think empty-handed. So I literally found out a bunch of restaurants the day before, right? So to me, I'm not gonna run. You're not 5 years old. I'm not gonna run to the store to go buy you a gift. And you're wrong. And you pay for you and your husband. I paid for y'all to eat at Alice's birthday party. I didn't ask y'all a chip. You got any parties or events I can't? You see my events.
But that nose didn't settle in. She can't really get with her like she wants to. The nose still a little swollen. Sheree, she had her nose done. Child. White supremacy be getting the best of them. Oh, bum behavior. Bum behavior. See, SANYA don't play about her husband. I know that's right. No, because Sheree brought up Rhoa and she don't play about Mr. Chocolate.
And he don't play about her.
Period. That's how it should be. Come on, Black love. Oh, she's still with this man. The way she is defending this foolishness, she's still with him. Sheree.
Or either she don't want to be exposed. We don't even do her any old kind of way. And then she come back acting like she owned it.
Did you get my rice?
Y'all act like y'all forget Tyrone.
Then you came back and circled back and said, I did expect Martell to pay for all. She said she thought about the time frame. Exactly. And the other thing too, Sheree, about the whole gift thing, you keep trying to shade it about the gift. I shade Jess, you want to shade everybody. Yeah, but you want to be, you want to change. It's my birthday. I didn't want it. I can say it cut or cut. I can pay for my own meal. I got you a bottle.
Marlo, I got you a bottle of perfume.
Sheree, my birthday has passed 2 times. for your dinner. You might be the day before.
Oh,
She don't want to hear the truth.
What?
She don't want to hear the truth.
she acting like, oh, I don't like that. Cause SANYA, no, that's not right, Sheree.
Oh, you right, you know.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is straight. No, my birthday last year, 20. I feel like it's only on camera. We can
Sheree is something else.
It's on camera.
Sheree still with this dude. That's so sad. Oh my God.
You think? That don't mean that.
Why she defended him like that then?
Because she don't want to be embarrassed. Her husband did not like that. Then here comes Tyrone that took her money.
Child.
And now, Hope.
Oh. Child. I gotta steam my hair. I'm steaming my hair tonight. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this.
He probably didn't have it.
I think he had it. I think he didn't want to do it. Cause he was just like, we're not in a relationship like that. For me to be paying $1,500. I mean, $1,500. $1,500 for a dinner. But I'm just like, what kind? I need to see some money on Atlanta. I'm so tired. Like, these are working class conversations. $1,500 for a birthday dinner? That's a working class conversation. Y'all supposed to be money up. Y'all don't have those conversations like we do.
And first of all,
like, what is happening? Where is the money? I feel like they don't have money. Atlanta is just cheap. That's what I think is. I won't say cheap, affordable. Why you think I'm here? Why you think we here? Anyway, Marlo tried. Marlo was like, I got you some perfume. Yeah. I like Marlo when she's funny. I like Marlo. Oh, we got to talk about Below Deck. You know what? Tracy, are you writing this stuff down? What is everything that we have to talk about? Because there was something else I said I got to talk to you guys about. We got to talk about Tori Lorenzo. Below Deck.
We're talking about Tori on this,
that you want to get on.
Oh,
that you want to get on. We want to talk about Tori Lorenzo. The Jamaican leprechaun. Anyway, Tracy, write this down, please. Tracy or Simone, let's keep up. Let's keep up. All the stuff we have to talk about. I'm just going to do a live and just talk about it. We're going to do a hot topics and just talk about all this stuff. My God, today. My God, today.
Anyway, my brother can get one. He said his phone.
What, Mom? Fareed said, I think reality TV was good about storytelling, especially Housewives in the beginning. But now it's all about make a moment and being a meme. True. And who started that? Nene. I'm telling you, because she's just nasty, people like hold her flowers. But my God, today, what she has done for reality TV, that lady should be a billionaire. What she has done for reality TV, a billionaire. And I ain't a part of no hive or anything like that. I told you I met that woman. And what did I say about her? Satan is sweeter. But I'm going to give her her flowers. I'm going to give her her flowers. What's up, Busola? What's up? I don't think he's dumb. He's not well. He's not well. Now, we're not going to play this game. That man is not well. He's very smart. Look at what he was able to do without getting the help that he needs. Now he walking around barefoot in Soho with that woman that's taking all his money. Child, y'all get in these relationships and y'all get blindsided. Oh, we gotta talk about that. Child, because you don't know who you are. That's my only thing. I just remember, Black people, remember who you are, no matter who you're with. I say the same thing to women. Remember who you are. You are the prize, not that man. Not that man. God made you because he realized what he had made ain't have no sense. Because let's talk about it. I don't know why we're here. Let's talk about, I have always thought about this. I have always thought about, why did God make woman right out of man? What was Adam doing in the Garden of Eden that God was like, he need a partner? What was he doing to the animals? Let's move on. Hey, Tiffany.
Nothing.
No.
Now you
My
going too far.
God looked upon him and was just like, he need a partner.
No.
Why did the Lord say that? What was he doing?
You have gone too far.
What was? Well,
You
tell me,
have gone too
prophetess. Tell me, what was he doing? What was he doing in that garden?
He was lying.
Now, first of all, I didn't even say he did anything. Why did your mind go there?
No, you have gone too
I
far.
said, what was he doing with them animals?
He was,
What was he doing with them insects? What was he doing with the plants? That God was like, he need a partner.
You have gone too far.
Because y'all don't ask these questions. Y'all don't ask these questions. Y'all just like, oh my God, God was just like, he didn't have a fit partner, so he made a woman. I know that's right. And y'all think like this. Y'all don't ask no questions. Y'all don't even go deeper. And y'all sitting over here playing second fiddle to a man that don't got no sense. That's how y'all end up in the situation y'all in. Because y'all don't know who y'all are. This goes for black people too.
Let me tell you one thing.
Because you trying to look it up. Look up all them look up the Bible, look up the Torah, look up the Maccabees. Girl, you can't find it. Girl, because y'all don't ask no questions. Y'all just sit there and let whatever that.
Too far, and I need you to move on.
I didn't say anything. All I said was, what was he doing with the animals? What was he doing with the insects? Why did God say, you know what, he need a woman? Why? Why is every woman smarter than her husband? Why?
On here cussing you out.
Who cussing me out? I don't know how we got here. Anyway, she could not get on the cover of Vogue until that black man put her on the cover. Know who you are. He forgot. Because he thought that she was the prize because she's white. Welcome to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I got to stop talking to y'all. I don't even know how we got here. I don't even know how he got here. Blue Jay said, I think that Kanye is a fantastic example of someone messing up his legacy. He has a compelling story life, but he fumbles bags. You there with him, then you get with him, and then he loses everything. Yeah. She did good. SANYA did very good, and she held her own. Very proud of her. Climax, yes. Who is that girl with that Climax wig? Who is she? I was like, this girl is sitting here. We're not acknowledging her, but she's in all the scenes. Anyway, listen, it's hard being a woman in Hollywood. It is not easy. Not easy. SANYA know what she got. SANYA know what she got. Oh, you're right on time. We have taken so many turns. That was rude, but SANYA handled that really well. I hope that I don't know if she's gonna be like that pregnant. SANYA, after you had that baby, come activated like you did on the after show. Come activated like you did. Well, yeah, but that's why she's good for reality TV, IA. That's why she's good for reality TV. CM said, Nikki, he doesn't have it, bro. Oh, he has 5 kids. Oh, yeah. I forgot he had all them kids. When they came to the show, they had a bunch of kids. And don't he got like out of wedlock kids too?
Who?
Martell. I think he got a baby by like a 20-year-old, right?
Yeah, that's what broke up him and Melody.
Child. Pink Puddle said, but Martell was the one who put the dinner together, I thought. Yeah, he invited everybody, but I don't think he expected to pay. Bianca said, Candy took everyone on a Renaissance tour both nights. And that's why you got to be friends with her. I'm telling you right now, the minute I meet that lady, I'm deleting everything. She's a good friend to have. Thank you. We just got to be talking about everything. It's not. That's like a working class birthday dinner. That's a working class birthday dinner. What are they talking about? We put them numbers up at Applebee's. What are y'all talking about? But we eat for a whole week. If you dropping $1,500 at Applebee's, you and your family are eating for the whole week. Yes, it didn't come on yet, right? It comes on later tonight. Yeah, I'm talking about it tomorrow. Tomorrow, let me look at my schedule for tomorrow. Tomorrow is this is Monday. Tomorrow is, I'm finally going to talk about the brawl. Finally get that out the way. The Bachelorette and Love After Lockup, because I couldn't do Love After Lockup because I was traveling when that show came on. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow at 12. The Bachelorette is at 2, and then at 4, Love After Lockup, because I want to get that in. I don't want to keep on, missing a week with that. Blue Jay said, Tory was funny, saying God was on his side, but the court brought him. This is the thing. He was trying to base a lot of what he was doing on public opinion, and thinking that because so many people are happy that he almost killed a Black woman, that it was going to work in his favor. You have to know the laws of this land, especially if you are a Black immigrant. Are you kidding? Let me tell you something. I feel like a lot of immigrants come here to America, especially them Black ones, and think, because you got a fancy little accent, that you're going to get treated different than us. And I'm here to tell you, you're going to get it worse. You're going to get it worse because you're not American. That's the only thing we got is that passport privilege. That's the only thing we got. And we try to tell you that you pack up your kids and you move them to Texas and them white towns and them sundown towns, and you think because you got a long last name and a fancy little accent that you will be safe. You are going to get it worse. Not a lot of people know this, but the majority of people that are locked up in ICE are Black. Black immigrants are Black immigrants, Black refugees. That's the majority. But America is smart enough to not show us that. America is smart enough to just show Mexican people. But they're not going to show that the majority of them people locked up Black. Y'all get it worse. But y'all all got to come here and figure it out. Them first and second generations is finally starting to speak up. They telling their parents, this ain't what y'all told me it would be. Y'all gotta wake up. He was doing all that talking. I'm like, you're a Black immigrant. What are you doing? Have fun, buddy. All the Black people knew this would happen for you. It's them Canadians that was talking to you crazy. Them Torontoans. They the ones who told you that you was gonna get off. Okay. America loves Drake. Let him mess up one time. Ciao. Smitty said, we are always surprised. Period. My friend's boyfriend embarrassed her yesterday. He said this girl doesn't have fashion sense when she makes. Child, I'm here to review a show. I'm here to review. Let me move on. I just want to get all of y'all. He's not well. He's just not well. Before I was just like, he's anti-Black. He hates himself. But then just the antics, I'm like, oh yeah, something else is happening there. Something else is happening there. Love Like You Are said, and Kim and her family only got onto the Met because of Kanye's relationship with Anna Wintour. Yes, and now that she does no longer has that Black influence, right? That Black influence is fading. She can't get the things that she doesn't have the access that she wants. So the smartest thing for her to do is to rely on her Black children to continue to bring in the money. You're going to see them kids in a lot of stuff. You're going to see them kids in a lot of stuff because that's where the money is. Therapy. Let me tell you something. Blind side. White people know who we are. We don't know. Ooh. We have no idea collectively. Like, there are Black people who get it, right? But there's a lot of Black people who do not get it. We are America's greatest import and export. America will not be who it is without Black people. And they know that. Why am I getting so dramatic? They know that, right? So, Kim's mother, what's Kim's mother's name? Kathy? Karen?
Who Kim?
Tracy? What's Kim's mama name?
Kim Kardashian?
What's her mama name?
What's the mother name?
Tracy? Karen? Karen Kardashian?
No, it's Jenner.
Karen Jenner?
No,
Chris, yeah. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you about her. That woman said, because Nicole Brown Simpson was her best friend, period, right? It was Nicole Brown Simpson, Kris Jenner, Faye Resnick, and a bunch of other, ambiguous and white chicks that was running around town, right? And their thing that they were doing in Hollywood back in the day was they was like, we scamming. I was about to say something else. We scamming these men. We getting this money. What the game that these young girls is running right now? Let me tell you something.
We scamming these niggas.
Mom, no. Let me tell you something. They couldn't touch Nicole Brown Simpson, Kris Jenner, and Faye Resnick. They couldn't touch them girls. Them girls was getting money back in the day, right? So Chris, right? She best friends with Nicole Brown Simpson. And Nicole is letting her know, girl, I got this black dude before he lost his damn mind. She's like, I got this black dude. He been tricking on me something crazy. And Chris watched that. She watched how this black man that the world loved gave this woman everything when he had a black wife and kids at home. She watched it. She took notes. And when she saw that her daughters had a little taste of something Negro, she said, oh, I'm about to get some money. I know how much them black boys love white women, and I know what they are going to do for you. Them black boys is getting us out the ghetto. That's what they said. Blindside. Them white people saw that Negro. That white family saw that Negro and said, baby, we getting out the ghetto. This right here, this cattle is going to get us out of this middle class neighborhood. We about to get some coin. She gave all of her daughters a plan. And my God, today, excellent execution. Bravissimo. You can't hate her. How you gonna hate that lady? Not after what she did. Oh, it don't work. Darn it. No, she saw what it was. She saw what it was from jump. She told her daughters, you go after them ones that have influence and money. And if they don't have money, make sure they have influence. Because Kim was married to some old broke black guy. Because that's one thing about her.
No, he was a producer, music producer.
But he ain't have no Ray J money or influence.
No, he didn't. But he had money.
She was with that man, right? Married to him and working as Paris Hilton's help.
Yes, she was.
But then she got with that black Brandy brother, and all of a sudden people know who she is. All of a sudden she's in different crowds. She's on red carpets. Okay. She got all of she's able to meet while she's with Brandy's brother. She looking at that Division I player that's about to get that deal with the NFL. Mm-hmm. She's in the room. Period.
But he played her back.
He did.
Reggie Bush. Oh, Reggie Bush. He dropped her at the curb.
I forgot about Reggie.
And she begged him to take her back.
Because that was the what?
Reggie Bush said, I ain't no nut.
You know what? I wish they could have worked it out. Because what is going on? This is why you are banned.
You're right.
I just really wish they would have worked it out because he married her twin. He married a woman that looks just like her.
And she don't act like her.
Baby, the way we would tell my friends, my ex married somebody that looked just like me, you would. My hair would be so big. We got to talk about Atlanta. Come on.
But they don't have no money. She don't have no, she can't talk about Reggie. She can't talk about him.
Wait.
She can't put his name in her mouth.
Hold on. We were just having a fun little key. What's happening? Calm down. Get some water.
Cannot.
Get some water. Why? I didn't know you felt this way about Reggie Bush.
In her mouth. And she married the white guy, the basketball player. And she got rid of him in 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because it's the black king.
No, I really think out of all them sisters, she's really attracted to black men. And I get it. Kim. Because she was dating
Chloe, I'm praying for her.
You know, I just feel like white guys are just like, this is too much. Oh my God. Listen, but I don't think she's a fetisher. I think Kim has always just been attracted to black guys. To black men. No, I don't think that. I really feel like if you were dating tender-eyed, broke black men, you in that for real. That's not a game.
And then her mother, I can't even get into that. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Because when I think about her mother had a redo that tape.
Oh yeah,
raging.
she did.
Oh,
she
you gotta
did.
suck it back.
Mom, if we meet these people, this never happened. Calm down. But she's gonna be all right. She's just not gonna have the influence that she had before because the influence.
Mentally, she'll never be all right.
I did not know you felt. What is going on? Calm down.
No, she on all.
What are you mad about?
I want the old Kanye back. Yeah.
Are you? What's happening?
I don't like how it's going down.
What's going down? What are you talking about?
On.
She married somebody who's bipolar.
Let's move on.
You know what, girl? I did not know you felt this way about her. Anyway, NTR, I don't know what's happening. Mommy said, man was the one who actually said that Adam needed a woman for procreation purposes. But the accepted belief is that God wanted Adam to have a companion to support him and extend the population. Yeah.
Thank you.
Help me, though.
Thank you.
Help me.
Because she had gone too far.
No, God made us because we're the brains behind the brand.
No
Period.
problem. I'll deal with
Period. CM said, Nikki, the receipts about the money are out because the court docs are out. Woo, run Sheree. Oh, so he really ain't got no money. She's a good friend to have. I don't know why them people be messing up friendships with her. Me and Candy would never have no beef. Me and Candy would never have no beef. I wouldn't go to the sex parties, you know what I mean? But I'll like a vibrator pic on Instagram or something like that because I don't want her to think that I don't support her. We would never have beef. She's a good friend to have. She's a good friend to have. Greek Sun said, how Sheree clown Drew's $1,000 lawsuit, $10,000 lawsuit now, but defendant Martell wanted to be reimbursed for $1,500 because she just acts like her situation is always different. No, it's a different situation. It's different. Girl, it's the same situation. No, Sheree does that all the time. It's the same thing, but she always tries to make it seem like her situation is different. It's mind-boggling.
She talks a good game.
Mind-boggling. Missy said, I think a lot of people, including Tory, forgot that it was the state of California versus Tory, not Megan versus Tory. Yeah, you think you're going to beat California? As a black immigrant? Idiot.
When
Idiot.
the Commonwealth took it, when
Idiot.
the state took it over,
Idiot.
move Megan out of the way because they already had the evidence.
And she didn't even want to do it. We're on a whole nother topic. Chris, thank you. Thank y'all for helping me. IA said, oh, that blindsided story is so sad. I think we all knew it deep down. That movie fooled us for a little while. It did not fool me. That slave narrative, the way they had him talking and acting in the movie, I don't know. I was just player football. I was like, what? I can't not believe that movie was made. It was so racist. Absolutely. Simply Simone said, remember Kim dating Michael Jackson's nephew back in it. She like black men. She's not a fetisher. She is not a fetisher. She's been in it. She's been in the trenches with them black men.
Well, she learned from her mother.
No, I think she's just attracted to black men. And she said her father used to always have her around black people because he represented like a lot of black people. So that, and her uncle was OJ.
Her uncle?
Yeah, Uncle OJ. That's what she called him in the documentary. Uncle OJ. I don't get fetisher from her.
I don't get fetisher either, but let me say this.
Miss T said Chris got her a black man too. Now, Miss T. Now, girl. You know what? I'm not touching, Missy. I'm not touching that one.
You got them in the closet.
Ma'am, banned. You can't come back, Mom.
No, that's what,
No, you cannot say that.
that's what her husband said.
That's her ex-wife.
No, that was her husband.
This is why you're banned.
Let me tell you one thing.
You
You can say whatever
You
want
are
to
dead gingering. What's the Martell? What's the name?
say.
It's Jenner. Kylie.
Bruce. Caitlyn Jenner.
Yes, Caitlyn, Mom. Caitlyn! No!
He married him.
Caitlyn! Marry her!
Marry
No,
her.
you're dead gingering. You're dead gingering. No!
He married.
Mom, no.
When Chris got married.
To
married.
Kate! Kate!
Mm-mm.
No, you're not going to do that.
Y'all gotta come to reality.
No,
Y'all
you're not.
gotta deal with
No,
reality.
Mom, you're not going to bring that boomer mindset here. No,
Y'all gotta deal with reality.
it's not reality.
He got
The reality
married.
is it's Caitlyn Jenner.
Now.
Pitt always been. Caitlyn couldn't have been Caitlyn. Always been.
Well, she's an imposter.
Always been, Mama.
When she married, I remember Bruce Jenner as an Olympic.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Now,
Now, Mom. Stucky. Now, if somebody told Stucky that Stucky wasn't who Stucky was, what would you do? Exactly. No, because people like you can only understand if it comes to family. See, now you want to fight. Why you want to fight?
No, what I'm saying is y'all gotta deal with reality.
Mom, everybody's dealing
Now,
with reality.
she's Caitlyn
But
now, and we accept
she's
her.
always been. Caitlyn been saying it. Caitlyn was just like, this is who I was. I could not be who I wanted to be.
So Caitlyn,
I cannot believe we're here. This is the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Caitlyn just changed her name.
Who she is, outwardly.
Yeah, but Caitlyn used to be Bruce. Her name was Bruce.
She never wanted to be that.
Her mama named her Bruce.
And her mama was wrong. That's who she wants to be. What is wrong with that?
It's nothing. But you got to deal with what was that.
No, but
now.
Mom, if people don't want that to be brought up, you want people to bring up your past?
Huh?
You want people to bring up your past?
They do every day, and I let them know.
And
I
you don't
sold
like
that
it.
building.
And you want to fight them
live
people
there
because
no
they
more.
do that. So we're not going to do that to Caitlyn.
I don't-
Even though we don't like her,
I love Caitlyn.
we're not going to disrespect her.
I love Caitlyn because I was one of those ones that supported her when she was winning the Olympics.
Girl,
Because
banned.
I am a swimmer.
Banned.
No. Y'all got to deal with reality.
No, you're
of
banned.
things.
You are not going to come here and cause this chaos. Absolutely not. Rebuked.
You've been
Rebuked.
You said we was
Rebuked.
banned.
You don't know.
Because I wasn't there.
Exactly.
I wasn't born.
Exactly.
But what I will say
Exactly.
is, Caitlyn said I was the real story the whole time.
Period. She ain't never lied.
I
She ain't
was the
never
real
lied.
story. I was the big secret.
She the reason they got a show.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all got on my first
Period.
talent, but hey.
Period. Now
Right.
see, y'all want Mama Star back? She's big messy. Absolutely not. Mama Star gonna get me banned.
Never that.
Oh
Never
my
that. Mama Star
gosh.
tells the truth, and the people don't want the truth. Because now we got on blinders, we got on virtual eyes. We don't face nothing.
We're American. We always have on virtual blinders. We act like we don't know what our nation is doing to every other nation.
Yeah, they just slide us in the house for a year, and they turn the town, the world.
Now the
upside
planet is burning.
down. Y'all better get with it.
Now we done got into conspiracies. Missy said, I love that we've been here before.
What
Now,
did she say? What she
She
say?
said, I love that we've been here 45 minutes and we ain't talked the show yet. Let me get these comments. Mama Star, you are banned. You are banned. OMG.
Put out the house.
E for me, empathy said, my husband is the son of Irish immigrants who definitely came here illegally. They're legal now, but people act like it doesn't happen with white. It happens all the time. All the time. That's where anchor babies come from. The white Russian immigrants coming here illegally. And it was like, had them babies, so America won't throw you away. Because America not going to throw away a white person with a white child. especially with the numbers dwindling, because the white woman said, we are done. Enough. No more babies for you, Connor. They absolutely will keep them. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ciao. Ciao. Chris and her roommate. Alana said, OMG, I'm so, I don't know what is happening. It's Mama Star. She sat right here and just antagonizes me. Oh my gosh. Oh, no, yeah, we don't dead name and we don't dead gender. We do not.
And I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
But you just did that, Mom.
No, I did not.
You did.
I did not.
You dead gendered and
No,
you dead named.
No,
you
I
sure
did.
did.
No, I did
You
not.
sure did.
No, I did not.
Star family. I know y'all love her, but let's tell the truth. You
No,
did.
I did not. No,
You
I
did.
Not. No, I
You
did.
did.
Not. No, I
You
did.
did.
Not.
You did.
I gave you facts. Just like they're trying to
The fact is you
just
dead
like-
named and dead gendered. What are you talking about?
Florida is trying to change the history of Black people.
That's a different
It's the
story.
same thing.
No, that's different.
It's the same thing. You can't change history. You can move on, but you can't change history.
But all I'm asking you is to respect people
And
not
with the highest respect.
But no,
With the
you
highest
are
respect.
not respecting that you're dead gendering and dead
It's
naming.
not that gendering.
Yes, it is. That's what they said, Mom. If they said that's what it is, that's what it is.
No.
You can't change
We've
that
been here 45 minutes and we ain't talked about the show.
Because-
Let's get to the
because
show.
you're banned.
Let's get to the show. Let's get to the
to the Capitol. See ya. So not fair. See, Drewski said, okay, I see this is why Auntie is on timeout. And Drewski loves you. Drewski loves you. No, Drewski, he's been asking for you. And this is how you come on with this ignorance.
You gotta
No, he's hurt. He's hurt.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, do better.
Drewski, I love you.
Do better.
And you gotta ride for
Yeah.
Auntie.
No, he's not going to ride for
I
you.
believe
He's
it.
not going to ride for your ignorance.
I don't believe he did that to me.
Mm-mm.
In
Mm-mm.
front of you.
Mm-mm.
He
Mm-mm.
said, that's why Auntie on time. Mhm.
Aren't you ashamed?
Very.
You should be. You should be. So sorry. Listen, all I'm saying is facts are facts, right? Facts are facts.
That's okay.
However, if a community says this part of me is dead, don't bring it up. We respect that.
Oh, I did not know that. Now, did he say that? Did she say that?
Yes.
I did not know that.
The trans community has been saying that. You're not out there. You're not out there.
Now, I didn't know
You're
that.
not out there being an ally. If you were out there being an ally, you would be in these conversations.
Well, I didn't know
You
that.
got to do better.
Yeah,
You
well,
got to do
listen,
better.
wait a
You got to
minute.
get in the streets with the people like Jesus.
But-
Since you love the Lord so much, that's what Jesus was.
You can't fault me for something that I did not know. I did not know that that's what they were saying.
Girl, not in the family we in. You knew.
No, I did not.
Not in the family we
No,
in.
I did
Not in the family
No, I
we
did
in.
not. And you can't assume. Because when you assume what?
You don't you do that cussing on here. Anyway, the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is my life every day. Every day. Yes, Caitlyn's kids still calls her dad because she says she wants to keep. But concerning who she is and who she was, she has been very vocal about that. And we're going to respect it. Now, Caitlyn can choke. We don't like that heifer, but we're not going to disrespect her. That's all I'm saying. That's all. Oh, very true, Empress. So that's where we're at. We're going to respect. We're not going to dead name. We're not going to dead gender. That is the past. Blue Jay said, I love the conversations with your mama. It's refreshing seeing someone 10 toes down.
10 toes.
Thank you, and Mama Star. Callie, I'm trying. Thank you so much for the super chat, Kylie Steve. Kylie said, you are a great ally.
Yeah, and so am I, Kylie.
Child, they hurt. You hurt the Star fam. Kamisha said, not too much on Mama Star because I'm riding with her all day.
All right, Kamisha.
Oh, goodness. Thank you all. Love life always. It's just it's a past. Like a lot of trans people, especially what's happening now, it makes a lot of sense, are not able to be who they are. And because of that, they hide in a gender that is not what they want to identify with, but they do because they don't want to be murdered. They don't want to be treated a certain way. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You know what they're doing to trans people in Florida?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Cutting funding, changing the history books.
We all need to move out of there.
No, I don't want people to move out of Florida because evil is there.
Evil
is everywhere. We need to support the people who are. What do Disney got to do? You know what? I ain't depending on. Run me my money. But yeah, so we're just that the trans community says that this is when they are able to fully be themselves. They do not want to be reminded of a person that they were caged into being, because society is evil and demonic.
People that were born in the 60s.
But you can't stand 10 toes down in ignorance.
I'm not. I stand.
But that means let's talk about that, because a lot of your generation likes to do that. Oh, I was born in the 60s. Jim Crow. You were mistreated because of who you are. So how do you not understand?
Because I don't know that.
It's not different. It's the same way.
I have transgenders in my family.
Me too. We're in the same bloodline. What you talking about?
Are we?
Really, Mom?
I have transgenders in my family. And listen, I love them.
Wait.
Jesus. We'll talk.
Ciao. Lord, we are pulling up the family rug.
Secrets.
Me too, Randy. Me too. OMG. Let me get my super chat. And then we got to get out of here. Tracy said, Mama Star, I've been trying to get you on the timeout. I've been trying to get you on the Golden Batch reviews. # free Mama Star.
Yes, thank you, Tracy.
We will see. Thank you so much, Tracy, for the super chat.
Love you.
Thank you so much. Blue Jay said, I would give Mama Star her flowers. She is willing to change and grow. Some can't even accept them questioning themselves. She is growing and changing, and I appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
But I'm in here fighting for my life. I'm in here fighting for my life.
Mama Star 10 toes down.
Period.
I want to do better. I
Kayla said, so sorry. Kayla said, we're going to educate Mama Star and have her ready for the Golden Batch. Yeah, we're going to get her ready. We're going to get her ready. OMG. Probably all of them. I'm telling you, if people could be who they actually are, it's the last thing I want to say about this. But I feel like there are far too many enemies of the LGBTQ community one day, that community could flip this world upside down. One day, and it won't even take long. Business hours. The way that community holds people's secrets. Y'all so lucky they love you more than y'all love them. Because I'm telling you, when that community gets fed up, one day, and I'm telling you, LGBTQ community, the let God be great, quickly and truly community. Just give me a heads up. Because the way I'm going to be refreshing Twitter and Facebook, just give me a heads up when you do. Just give me a heads up, because that could be in one day could flip this world upside down. My God, today. Kylie C, thank you again for another super chat. Kylie said, and I love Mama Star and your discussions. I don't even know what this video is going to be titled.
I love you too, Kylie.
I have to. Thank you so much. Sincerely, Sheree said, thank you, Nikki, for this conversation. We need more awareness around gender. We are welcome.
We do.
Thank
and you
you.
need to educate older people that just don't know.
I educate people who are ready to learn.
No,
You're not going to be combative, not in my classroom.
It's not.
You're not going to be combative in my
something.
classroom.
That's why you
Where's
can't
my ruler?
teach nobody because you're too busy.
But you can't be combative and wrong.
No, but you're talking down to them.
I've never talked down to you.
Yeah.
Not
you're
this whole
talking
time.
down to me.
Not this whole time.
Because
I'm protecting you.
If I don't understand, you're talking down.
No, you don't like being corrected. Just say that.
I
Just
love
say
to
that.
be corrected because I want to learn.
Girl, not for me. Toya.Star, help me out. Toya said, free Mama Star. I think she should be able to come on. Child, and get me banned.
Thank you, Toya.
And get me banned. Kayla said, after the strike, I'm calling Carlos King. We need to start family on TV. My God, today. Busala, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you so much. NikkiStar classroom, love it. Let's get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We briefly talked about it. Let's just get into this dinner. We're just gonna talk about 3 things from this episode. Let's get into this dinner. Well, first of all, we'll start with SANYA revealed that she was pregnant on this episode. And this is the thing. SANYA doesn't really bring much to the show, or hasn't. I think she's doing a lot better now. But for me, I love seeing this Black couple, this dual culture Black couple just on TV, happy and in love. I love the way they love each other. Like Black love, they are showcasing Black love that doesn't take pain. Black love that is just not violent towards women. Like I love the way Ross loves her. I love the way she loves him and protects him. I love how they are with their kids. I feel like that is an image we need. So I enjoy that. I do want her to do more, but just for that alone, she's all right in my book. And I loved her announcing her pregnancy. I loved how happy, her husband was when she told him. I will say her sister was like, well, I'm moving out. As soon as SANYA said that she was pregnant, her sister was like, well, I found the place. Because her sister knew that her, SANYA was probably going to add another task onto the roster of things that she wants her to do. And that's, probably nanny. And her sister, yes.
The sister is mean as rock.
So's the mother. And so's SANYA when she wants to be.
No, the sister is something. And the way she talks to SANYA, she needs to move out. And that husband.
No, this is the thing. I do not judge people who are family members of people on reality TV because a lot of times they don't want to be a part of it. But the family's contract, the family member's contract calls for it, because I don't think the sister or the husband ever wanted to be on the show, but SANYA has to show her life. That is the contract.
And the couple of dollars that they get helps them show up too.
They don't get no money from the show?
They get it from SANYA. Because honey, I'm going to tell you one thing.
But the couple of dollars
they
ain't enough.
They Jamaican.
Here we
They
go.
going to get them something.
Here we go.
I'm just saying that culture.
Not all Jamaicans are Rastas.
I'm just saying, just putting that out there. But they're not Rastafarians. What I'm saying is they're Jamaican family.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jamaican family that I know.
See, you being a hater. You basing it off of
them. The people that they want money. They not doing nothing to them.
No, you basing it.
Money. They want their money.
Okay.
Money.
I grew up in a multicultural home. One culture was African American, the other was Jamaican American. Jamaican. Ain't no American nothing. Jamaican. So my mom's a bit biased, because
I'm not biased. I know
things didn't go so sweet.
I know the deal.
Things
didn't go so sweet. Don't put that narrative out of there.
But why would you say the people them about their money?
Don't put that narrative out there.
The people them that you was dealing with was about that money. That don't mean that's the same thing for saying.
I had to get out of there.
Okay, well, we're talking about SANYA.
I had to get out of there.
We're talking about SANYA.
Yeah.
And I think her sister was just like, I am so happy that you're having another child. I want to be free of the responsibilities that I have to do in this home. So I'm going to get out and I'm going to save my marriage and get my own home. The parents too.
Yes.
Her parents said the same thing. They didn't found the place. Now I don't know.
But the mother is doing
What?
The mother is a fitness coach.
She should be. She has a great body.
Yeah, the mother is
She has a great body. You know who should also do fitness? Jada Pinkett's mom. Jada Pinkett's mom has a great body.
I don't know about if she should do fitness. I can't
Why?
comment.
Why?
Probably jealousy.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I appreciate your
Yeah.
honesty.
Yeah,
I appreciate your honesty.
Gammy, she can say that. But what I'm saying,
I appreciate your honesty.
I see a lot of advertisement about Tanya's mother, and I would go to her, but I would have to tell her for fitness.
Yeah.
As a fitness coach, I have to tell her, be quiet.
Oh, she don't play that. You're not.
Mouth.
Oh, you know, you're not gonna talk to her no kind of way.
Mouth.
Oh, you're not gonna talk to her mother no kind of
Burn
way.
the cameras in there, because she ain't gonna talk to
Girl,
me.
we gotta get into Kenya. So Kenya, this episode is talking about having the embryos that her and Mark created and using them to have more children. Y'all tell me if there was more clarity on the conversation, but I feel like that she cannot legally use them embryos that contains Mark's DNA
And she cannot.
without Mark giving approval.
Unless she want another daggone lawsuit about some kids.
That's what I'm just like, he's already like trying to take so much money from you and stressing you. This is the thing. Me and the Star family had this conversation. A lot of women like to, even though it didn't work out with their baby daddy, they want their kids to have the same father. And I'm just like, don't do that. Go the Sierra route. Look what Sierra got. You see what I'm saying?
What's Sierra?
Sierra Russell Wilson. You know she pregnant.
Oh yeah.
Get like that was.
What you mean the Sierra route?
The Sierra route is it did not work out. She wanted it to work out with this man, Future. It did not work out with him. They had a kid. She tried. It did not work out. She found love with somebody else, and that man became the husband and father that she wanted that guy to be to her child. I'm just like, ma'am, you can find that with somebody else.
Can she?
Okay.
We talking about Kenya. We talking about Kenya.
I like this new Kenya, so I ain't gonna hate.
I like Kenya too.
But
Kenya.
But I just don't know if that's legal though.
Don't she go with the man from Kill Me
Crazy? But the Star family was saying she ain't going with him, that she hired him.
Okay. You talk about me, the Star family is
messy.
Yes.
But I'm listening and I kept on rewinding and I'm just like, I don't think he can use those embryos without his permission. And why would you want to make another child with him?
And
I know you love Brooklyn, but he stressed her out. These women want their kids to have the same baby daddy. And I'm like, why do you want your kids to have the same deadbeat? Why do you want your kids to have the same man that as a father who put you through hell? So all of your kids are going to watch the same dude treat your mom like garbage?
And then
why would you want that?
Kenya already got to take this baby everywhere that she goes.
Yeah, because the minute she does it, he's going to be back in court.
Yeah.
I don't know why she would want. I hope she's just saying that just to have something to talk about and not like that's like the real thing.
But in Kenya's defense, that must bother her that she has embryos somewhere because it's basically children.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, she probably think about that.
Well, organisms with her DNA, not yet a child.
Well,
we're just
when you
no heartbeat.
When you first get pregnant,
if you can't survive without the mama.
No, now you going too far again.
No, we are pro-choice. We are pro-choice on NikkiStar TV. Don't you come here with that.
No, but
we are pro-choice. We are pro-choice.
Yeah.
Don't you come here with that. Don't you come here with that.
You are going too far again. But what I'm going to say is she probably thinks about that and look at her baby and say, you know, you have a brother or sister. It's a mental thing. I'm going to walk out of that door.
You should.
And I'm going to leave that alone.
You should.
Because I can't.
My body, my choice.
I can't.
My body, my choice.
I can't.
My body, my choice.
I can't.
My body, my
God.
choice. My body, my choice. My body, my choice. My body, my choice. Anyway, Kenya, I just don't think she can do that. I just don't. And I know she loves Brooklyn. Brooklyn's such a beautiful kid, and not like my mom said. I know that she will want to have another child to just have a companion with Brooklyn. But I'm just like, just get a really cool friends group that has kids around the same age and just let them grow up with their cousins. You know what I mean? Like, do that. Ask Call Me Crazy if he wants to go half on a baby. But I just feel like going back into that situation with that man that took you through hell is just not smart. Even if it's for the sake of an embryo. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not a smart move. Let's get into we briefly got into it, but let's get into this birthday dinner for real. So SHEREE invites everybody on the cast except for Candy and who was it? Candy and Ken?
She didn't invite Candy.
She didn't. SHEREE got a beef with Candy, and I just don't understand.
It's jealousy. It's jealousy.
You're
and
right.
You heard it from Mama.
You're right about some things, but she didn't invite her. And I think she also.
And then she always want to be friends with people.
Or Drew. She didn't invite Drew. No, it was Drew. And it was Candy. She did not invite them. And the reason why SHEREE says that she did not invite Candy because Candy just would never show up. She doesn't show up to anything, and she didn't think that she would show up to our dinner. Now, in saying that, although I feel like it was slight shade that she didn't invite Candy, I do think that people get friends groups, associate groups, do get a little frustrated with the friend that can never make it.
But
what happens is, you continue to say, I can't make it. People will just stop inviting you. That happens. That absolutely happens. And I think that is the situation along with shade, where it's just like, I wanted you to come, or, I just don't.
Still, invite her and let her say she's unavailable. I don't like that because.
But I think it was shade in the part of that too. So yeah. I agree with SHEREE, but I also think it was shade.
Sitting home eating popcorn.
True. She's working. And we will never see it on the show.
No, we'll never show that because it's another network.
No, it's not. Candy has been doing so much stuff this season, and we just have not seen it.
Because it's other networks.
It's not other networks, Mom. She's getting awards. She's, her and Todd are putting together a movie. The movie, we don't know what network is going to be on. Mm-hmm. She's traveling here with the group, traveling there with the group. We just don't see any of it at all. We just have whole episodes.
Well, that's the producers. Candy. They don't have no good producers.
Say it again. Say it again. Anyway.
They need my daughter to be a producer. They don't have no
enough. Anyway, so I think it was check your phone because you're probably gonna get in trouble. Anyway, I do think that it's slight shade, but I also think it's just Candy. Don't show up to stuff. You can't get mad when people don't invite you when you just don't show up. Even booked and busy. People are going to be like, well, I made time for this and I made time for that. People do not understand that you are Miss Worldwide and you're global and you're all around. People be like, well, this is my birthday, right? So I get both sides, but I still, SHEREE, I think it was slight shade that you didn't invite her or Drew because you're not featuring either one of them. Anyway, so they all have this birthday dinner that Martell puts together. And then when it comes time to pay the bill, Martell is looking at everybody like, okay, well, all I got was water. You know what I mean? And the ladies are like, your man invited us to your birthday dinner and we have to pay. People are raised differently. People have different expectations.
No, he didn't.
They was cash apping each other around the table. The girlfriends was helping pay for their friend's birthday dinner that her man invited them to. People are different, right? I'm just going to say, if I was SHEREE and my boyfriend put a birthday dinner together for me, and then when the check came, he started saying, well, Mama Star, you got the steak. Can you cash at me $50? Toya Star, you got sushi. Can you cash at me $60? And also add a little bit more for gratuity. I would leave the planet. I would be so embarrassed. I would just pay for my own dinner. I'd be like, no, it's okay, guys. He's joking. I would pay for that dinner and I would dump him because that's embarrassing. I would be embarrassed. I would absolutely be embarrassed. I would not try to save face. I would not try to defend him. I would just be embarrassed because as my man, you are putting something together for me. These people were not doing this dinner tonight. You invited them on behalf of me to celebrate me. You didn't tell them that it was a potluck, that they had to bring something, and that something was money to help pay for me. You set the party up. You pay for the party, especially if we are all in a certain tax bracket and all we talk about is money and all we wear is designers. It's expected that you should pay. Now, SHEREE was like, well, he's not going to pay for your husbands and all of that stuff, then say that. Then say that. You invited people to an event, a birthday party event, to celebrate your woman. It is expected that those who invite, unless you're the birthday girl, you're paying, right? Whenever my family throws me a birthday, like any kind of event or like a birthday something, they're paying. If I'm throwing something for my mom and I'm inviting y'all, now listen, it won't be, it won't be a party at 9. It might be a party of 4, and we may be at Chili's, but I'm paying. I invited you to an event to celebrate my mom. You cut time out of your day because of me to come and celebrate my mom. I'm going to pay. Now, if I'm coined up and moneyed up and we, this group of friends, we all talk about having money and we're on a TV show about having a certain type of wealth, I'm absolutely expecting that. I was expecting that when he was working class. I'm really expecting it now when we're supposed to be upper crust, when we're supposed to have some coin. I think that's so embarrassing. Just put it on the credit card. If you don't have it, put it on the credit card and be like, babe, I didn't know that they was bringing their husbands. I'm so sorry. Can we go half? I'd be embarrassed. I probably wouldn't talk to you, but I'd be like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, just get me out of this restaurant. Get me out of this restaurant. I'd probably be like, well, you could have took me to Outback. We didn't have to do all this, but you want to flex and ain't got no money. I probably would have had that kind of reaction, but I also would have left the planet. Nobody would have heard from me ever again. I probably would pop up in Costa Rica with some locks. Embarrassed. I was embarrassed for her, but she'll defend that foolishness to her grave. So good luck. If you like it, girl, I love it. If you like it, I love it. Oh, wait a minute. I think I got all of my super chats. Hold on. Tracy. Yeah, I got all of them. Thank you, Jesus. Drew and Ralph. Yikes. Yikes. I feel like it's just going to get sadder and sadder with this couple because she was trying to play it off at this wellness retreat in her home that, oh my goodness, he was out all day. Y'all had a fight. That's what that was. Drew and Ralph had a fight and they couldn't play it off in front of the cameras. So I think this episode, we're just, from here on out, we're just going to continue to see the breakdown of that relationship. And that's really sad. It's really, really unfortunate. I think they've been going through it heavy for a very long time. I think it's just gotten to the point where they just can't fake it on camera anymore. And that's just really unfortunate. And it's really sad because who wants to see a marriage break up, especially on TV? Like, who wants to watch that? You know, a lot of people who have been divorced say divorce is like a death. Who wants to watch that? And, you know, it's probably going to get nasty because Ralph got a slick mouth. Drew got a slick mouth. My God, today. My God, today. So listen. Keep them in your prayers. What do you guys have to say before we get into Rhony? I'm going to let y'all know right now, Rhony wasn't given. It's going to be real quick. Rhony is going to be real quick. TIK.TOK said, Nikki, you are very, very, very right. You are speaking the truth. I wish I can say more, but no, you are right. Thank you. I don't know what that's about, but thank you. And I love you for supporting me. Hey, Sierra. Sierra said, I agree, Mama Star. Saying your sister just gives me a Debbie Downer. Candy tease. Not good, to be honest. See, this is the thing. What I was saying was saying your sister has to be a part of the show. Saying your sister, in my opinion, does not give me that she wants to be a part of the show. But her sister could not be on the show if SANYA's sister did not agree to be on camera, which is probably, along with all of the responsibilities that she has to do for SANYA. Also, now I got to do all this stuff for you, right? That you're not really appreciative for. We're finally getting to a place where you're starting to say thank you. And I also have to be on a TV show that I never wanted to be a part of, but I have to be a part of it so that you can sign your contract and get nothing from it. Like, I get it. I get it. I absolutely get it. The Bombshell Blurred said, I will say, if we can get an after show of SANYA on the actual show, she'll be better received. I agree. The way she gathered SHEREE about Martell not paying was gold. Yeah, she did really good. Simply Simone said, the baby SANYA is pregnant with now is their rainbow baby. Oh, no. The baby that SANYA had a miscarriage after filming ended initially, and they got pregnant again in the spring.
Oh no. What's a rainbow baby?
It's a baby after you have a miscarriage.
Okay. See, I have to be educated. I don't know.
Yeah, but you were a lot more nicer.
Yeah.
So you see? Did you see the reception that you got from me because of the way you asked? A soft answer turns away wrath, but grievous words do what? Stir up anger. Get in your word. Get in your word. Not just the parts that persecute people.
I'm looking so crazy right now. My love's going so crazy right now.
Mm-hmm. The Anastasia said the sister didn't even bother to get up to hug SANYA when the announcement was made. It gave mean-spirited. I think she was just thinking of more responsibilities. But you could be right too, V. Miss T said SANYA's sister is showing. Yeah. Oh no, wait. SANYA's sister is showing her life, and the baby wasn't a storyline like some thought. Yep. Simply Simone said, Mama Star said, I'm off probation today. Fareed said, I need this SANYA from the after show and the actual show. Then she could say, I agree. I agree. Yeah, that's what I thought, Dr. M. Because I'm just like, how are you going to use those embryos without Mark? Because he might just be petty enough and be like, no, I don't, you can't use them. You can't use them unless you give me $1 million per embryo. You never know. Mademoiselle said, H said, I think it was in their contract that those eggs are hers. Oh, okay. So that's what she was trying to say? Because she said only one could have them, and I was the one. But you know what? Contracts like that, especially in America, this fake Christian nation, contracts like that can be broken. Because especially if they have a male judge, he can plead to the male judge and be like, I didn't know that she had plans to use the embryos after. Like, he could just make up something and do the whole thing. Well, those are going to be my kids and I don't want them to be child. He could do that. He could do that. Sierra said, yes, Queen Sierra and King Russell is one of the few great examples we have in the Black celebrity sphere. Yeah, I like them. I like them. Spitzy said Sierra did it right. Sure did. Ali said, when you have embryos, they make you sign off on who owns them after fertilization, so they are hers. Okay. Okay. Girl, I hope you don't try to appeal to the male audience. Miss T said, Kenya said it was in the contract she gets the embryos and she can do what she wants.
Okay, well,
I mean, if that's the case, then girl, do you.
Yeah.
Girl, do you. But then, again, using that man's DNA, he could come back around. Even if she says, these are the embryos and I'm going to use them, I'm going to have another kid, he could come back around and be like, well, now I want to be, especially if it's a boy, well, I want to be in my son's life. And I want to have him full time. So you got to pay me child support. You see what I'm saying? Messy. Cut him loose. Cut everything. The only thing that you should have of Mark's is Brooklyn. I wouldn't do it, but you know what? Live your life. JG said basically she has ownership of them. It's paperwork that's been worked out when they put them in the freezer. All right. Shanti said when them embryos are made, a contract is drawn up the same time determining ownership over them. You know, there's a similar situation like this. Well, who is it? Sophia something. It's not Sophia Loren. It's Sophia. She's an actress. And she was with a guy and they had embryos. And I don't know. Do y'all remember that case, Sophia from Modern Family? She was with a guy and they had twins, fertilized embryos of twins. And they broke up. And he wanted to use the embryos and he took her to court. And she said, no, I don't want them kids to be born. I do not want them kids to be born because they were going to implant those embryos in a surrogate. And she said, absolutely not. It's not going to happen. And I remember that man was in court crying because he wanted those kids. And she said no, because not only did he want the embryos, he also wanted her to, like, if she's not going to be in the kid's life, to financially support, like not financially support, but pay him child support for those twins. And she said, absolutely not. And those kids were never fertilized. Is it implanted in the womb? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Kayla said, oh wait, Generation X Flex said, but Kenya is in her 50s and already has embryos with Mark. Yeah. This is a thing. I want to let people know this. Hollywood is not the real world, right? People in the entertainment industry, especially women, have kids later in life. especially if you are of a certain tax bracket. A lot of these women have kids later in life. Surrogacy is not new. They've been doing that. Implanting embryos in a surrogate, they've been doing that. That is not new. It just became affordable to middle class and, upper class people. But the 1% been doing that. The 1% been having kids in their late 30s, 40s, 50s. They've been doing, somebody else had a baby in their 50s. But I'm just saying, listen, it's risky or whatever. It's risky. There's health complications. Absolutely. It's a little easier when you got money and money on top of money. Nina Garcia at 55 had twin boys. Up, sitting in Project Runway, pregnant all out to here. Carried them boys. Nina Garcia. It ain't bad an eye. They all do that. The wealthier they are, the later they had them kids. Asatu said, Mark is making her life hard already with Brooklyn and she wants to, it don't make sense. Yes, Generation X Flex. So Sofia Vergara won that case. She did. Feel Good said, hey, Mama Star.
Hey, Feel Good. I'm going to tell you something. If she has...
Who, Kenya?
Yeah, if it's been given to her by the courts, Mark can squawk all he wants. If the court made a decision, they made a decision. And the
court didn't make a decision. They just signed the contract. It's up to the court to decide if the contract is valid. But that's if he doesn't want her.
Contract?
Mark and Kenya. He signed the embryos over to her.
It's a contract.
Yes. But we're dealing with life, right? We're dealing with, this man can now say, I didn't know that she was going to do that. Now that she's doing that, I either don't want it to happen or I want to be in the kid's life.
I don't believe so.
I'm just saying when you
go to court, she got some lawyers that she's paying some money to.
Mm-hmm.
And this contract is
we live in a very misogynistic nation.
Okay. You want to be combative, but I'm telling you the law. I'm telling you the law. If he signed the contract,
the law doesn't apply to men.
Let me tell you one thing. If he signed the contract, she got money. She's going to get a lawyer, the same kind of lawyer that she got to get her those embryos and get her out of that marriage with him and get him off of her back.
I'm not fighting with you. I was just giving a different perspective.
Thank you for the perspective, but
I wasn't giving it to anyway. Love Like You Are said, I also wish that Kenya just got a donor sperm early on, but she got shamed out of doing that by Phaedra. True.
No, she wanted them babies to look a certain way too. Now let's talk about Kendra, the real Kendra. She wanted her kids to look like
Mom. You can look at how the sperm donor looks. Yeah. They have a whole
married him with all that he did that.
They have a whole photo album that you can look through.
I gotta get the photo out.
I'm telling you, they have a whole photo album. The top candidates are white men in their 30s who are over 6'3", slim, over 6'3", and have a full head of hair.
Again.
I learned that from the Brett. Her baby got a white father.
Do he?
Well, a white sperm donor.
Because I was looking at the baby.
She was looking at the.
I was saying that
the baby biracial. Yeah. The baby is biracial. And the Brett was just like they couldn't find black men whose sperm was in the same category of what they wanted. Looks wise, height, hairline.
Men think you're going to send for their child support. So they said that's all right.
I don't think they thought that.
They said that's all
when
right.
you give sperm away, you can't. Well, you can't give sperm away. You can't do that.
I can't go to court for another child.
Drewski said, Mark is still putting her through hell. It would be one thing if they had a nice relationship or were friendly and divorced, but they are not. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I agree with you, Drewski. Mama Star.
Oh yeah, they're not fertilized. She said it's her and Mark. I think they're fertilized.
Listen, I don't want to talk about that no more. I keep getting confused and I don't understand. I'm old school.
Tiara's opinion, judge your mama. She said it's hers legally and she can do what she wants. My friend has legal rights to her embryos. She can have the baby without permission. All right. Miss Gigi said, remember Sofia Vergara and her ex had embryos and had to destroy them. That can get so messy. Yeah. That man was in that court wailing.
Oh, yes.
Wailing.
I can't go.
But Sophia was just like, he don't want them kids. He just wants child support from me. Blue Jay said,
I can't go through that again. I can't. That was heartbreaking for me.
What was her? Oh, him, the guy.
Him and her, and that whole thing, because I loved him.
He was pulling studs.
I loved him.
He was pulling studs, but that's what happens. These successful women always get scammed by these men. You got to stay woke. Blue Jay said, "Wouldn't you want a baby that shows the beauty of a relationship?" Her first shows the hope and love at first in the relationship. I don't know. It seems like a bad reminder, especially after everything. True.
And then that's unfair to the child. What if Mark don't want to be bothered?
If she has a boy, he's going to want to be bothered.
No. That doesn't mean that. Suppose he don't want to be bothered, and then he's bothered with the daughter Brooklyn.
Yeah,
no, because he's a mean-hearted man.
True.
And he do stuff to hurt King.
True.
And that would just be so bad to the child. I know 2 kids right now. The father, the first one he accepts. The second one he didn't accept. He said that ain't mine. But you know what I mean. The child grew up with that.
We'll talk. Ella said, "I think OLOG is coming back for season 2. How convenient now the actors are on strike, right? But you, child,
Lady Gang coming back.
Mm-hmm. Is Candy going to be on it? She SAG-AFTRA, child." Let me get a couple more and then we'll get into the broads from New York. Sierra said, I'll try to make it simple. Generation Flex. Reality TV needs characters with naturally lively and unique personalities. That is the focal point of any good reality TV show. I agree. Jade said the whole thing just really furthers my belief they were never really a couple, and that's sad for Kenya that nothing is believable with her. I think she wanted to make it work.
She did.
I think she wanted to make it work.
First of all, she loved
Ken. Remember, Nita was like, "Oh, Ken, I like Ken."
No.
Generation X Flex said, "Yes, thank you for sharing that, but I mean, she won't use her own eggs after 50 unless she saved additional non-fertilized eggs. I wonder if Nina Garcia used her own eggs. Probably. She probably had them eggs frozen when she was like in her 30s. You know what I mean?
And I don't believe in that. But you know what? Who listens to Momma.Star?
It doesn't matter if you believe in it. It happens.
I'm just giving my opinion.
It happens.
I can have one.
Hello, test tube babies. A lot of people, especially now with all the science, if somebody has like
science.
Sickness,
you said a word, science. And
are you? We're not doing that. God is science.
Huh?
God is science.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm about to leave.
So are you trying to say that science and God are not the same thing?
I don't want to get into that. And let's move on. I thought we was doing Real Housewives. Of Atlanta. Don't bring my father in this.
So wait a minute.
Back.
So I just have to say this. So do you think that the doctors that you go to, you think they just studied the Bible and they figured out how to take care of you from the Bible?
Let's move on. I don't get into that.
Modern medicine. Where do you think all
get into
child,
that we're doing Housewives of America or whatever it is, Housewives of Atlanta.
How do you think these lights are on?
Go back. Yo.
Like, how do you think this house was built? Like,
yeah, you can have it.
Have you ever baked bread? Have you ever baked anything? That's science.
Not part of me. Nah.
Auntie said, if Kenya has to create new embryos, she would have to get donor eggs. If I'm not mistaken, she used all her eggs to get the embryo. Maybe that's why you know what, Kenya? I just, have fun, girl. I hope it works out for you. I hope that works out for you. Swedish men. I'm sorry. I'll be getting my sperm from the Congo. That's where I will be going. That's just me. Dr. Rim said, Ebony K. Williams said the same thing about struggling to find, but yeah, they're not out there. They're not out there. Oh, yeah. Thank you. That's what I thought. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. M. Thank you. Asatu said, I think a lot of Black men do not donate the sperm. Yeah, including in Europe. Yeah. Yep. Did you know that?
What?
Carmen said Sheree Shepherd is paying child support for her embryos.
Yeah. Yes, she is. That man took her under. And she's paying for that child that he wanted and those embryos. Wow. Yep.
Wow.
So I think she got a certain amount of time she has to pay for the embryos.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy. Spency said, Nikki, this is me and my parents talking. Mama Star is something else. NTR said, I'm sure science helped Mama Star deliver her children. Period.
Who said that?
NTR. A faithful Star family member.
NCR.
NTR.
We're going to agree to disagree. And we're going to move on to the Housewives of Atlanta. Love you.
No, that's the Housewives of New York. That's what
whatever they are, whoever we are.
Blue Jay said, what is a good age to have children later in life where you can still be active in their lives and potentially have more in the future?
50.
So you just making stuff up. We don't know. Because here's the thing. You don't know when your number is going to be called. Right? People are like, I had my kids younger. I'm going to have my kids younger so I could be in their life longer. You could get your wings clipped or you could get your wings at 32, right? You just never know. I think you should just live your life and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't think you should plan out anything because you will make a plan and life will be like, who this for? Who this for, girl? So, listen, live your life. Do what works for you. Do what works for you. Sierra, this is America. It's fake Christian nation. They will chow. Empress said, it's really sad that men hold that over women, considering men can have children into their 90s. They can, but that sperm decreases. That sperm ain't the best quality, so they got to have kids earlier too.
But women, they have kids later in life too.
Yeah, to be honest with you, that's my family. My family.
Babies was made.
Yeah, we have in my family. We just have kids later. I didn't think it was a big deal until I came out to Hollywood or whatever. I got older, and people were just like, yeah, I got to have my first kid by 24. I'm like, 24? What are we talking about? I'm going to my auntie baby shower. She's 37. What's happening? I thought I had time. She's not even. Oh, what? Shanty said, yep, Sheree Shepherd not even related to the child. They use donor eggs. That man got her. Yikes.
Yes, he did.
Yikes. That's crazy. Let's get into New York. Let's get into New York. Bren broke my heart this episode again. She has a story to tell. Do y'all know for sure if she's no longer on the show? Because there's been rumors that she left the show, that she's going to leave the season early and not return. I would want her to come back. I like her. I think that she has a great story to tell. I love that, I'm gonna move this picture. So this picture gonna be in a different place.
If she's on contract, she'll be there.
If she wants to do another season. But I like her. I love that she was sharing her experience. I love that she finally found peace with her dad, but at what cost, right? Her dad was dying. You know, they were just like, because she was talking, she continued the conversation about her family and how it was very hard for her. And the lady's like, well, did you ever make peace with your dad? Because she was saying, well, my dad got sick. I think he got cirrhosis of the liver and he was dying. And he apologized for everything and said that he was a monster. And when he looked in the mirror, he saw a monster and he just wished that he was better to her. And he apologized. And they were like, did you forgive him? She was like, well, yeah, he was dying. But I think that, well, yeah, just came because she knew she wouldn't see him again, not because she was fully healed from her childhood. She did not mention her mom or her siblings, but she just said that she comes from a terrible family. So I think that they're probably still alive and they just do not have a good relationship. Unfortunately, I'm rooting for her. I like Bryn. I know that there's been some rumors about her, but I like her. And I want her to have a good life. I want her to have a good life. Let's get into Jessel and this non-story. So this is the thing, Real Housewives of New York. I don't know what's going on over there. I'm going to give y'all a break because I heard that y'all had a member on there and she was still filming around this time. So the episodes look a little janky because I had to cut her out of a lot of stuff. How many episodes is this broad going to be in? Because y'all are too new to have such a dry episode. So in this episode, Jessel was just getting on everybody's nerves. And, you know, I can see it. You know, we've had a couple episodes with her and she's just a lot. She's just a lot. What part of the UK is she from? Because I feel like this accent, it's giving community theater. It's giving, in the UK, we're all like, I'm like, Mrs. Slocum, what are you talking about? I don't believe it, but she could be. I'm just saying, it just seems a little put on. Now, she probably could be, you know, because she was talking about how she's not, people just think that she's very posh and just has a lot of money, but she's not really like that. So she probably could be, you know, hood, right? She probably could be full on Adele and is just putting on like this proper British accent when she's real like full on Cockney. Maybe that's what it is. And she's trying to like hide behind it. Maybe she's, you know, she's giving top boy when the cameras ain't there. And then when the cameras are there, she's trying to give the devil wears Prada. I don't know, but something don't feel right about that accent. Anyway, she's just been rubbing people the wrong way. And I still feel like she is giving us a character. I don't feel like we've met who she really is. I think she is trying to portray upper crust money, you know, a fashion maven in New York City. But I also think that she is taking this identity from wealthy white women and not realizing that that identity does not read well for a brown person. Like I said in my last review, people might take that nasty attitude from a wealthy white woman because, let's be honest, they're still at the top of the food chain right now and they could get you killed. You gonna get cussed out. You a brown immigrant. You gonna get cussed out. People are gonna check you immediately. That white woman, she gonna get a couple chances before anybody says anything to her. But you gonna get cussed out immediately. And I don't think she's registering what's actually happening. So she's looking like people are coming at her. But I'm like, you were saying really nasty things to people and not expecting to get checked because you probably hang in a community where these things are said and you don't realize you don't look like the people who are saying those things. Different strokes for different folks. Let's get into the cackling comment. I think the cackling comment in her opinion, she was just saying that the ladies were just loud and really cackling, you know, witches or whatever. Aaron took offense to it because Aaron takes offense to everything. Jenna took offense to it as well, but Aaron just, the littlest thing Aaron will make an issue out of. I'm like, girl, you are just a Debbie Downer. You got an attitude too quick for reality TV. You got to let some stuff roll off your shoulders. But anyway, she made this comment. And she's just like, oh, no, I was just making a bit of a joke. And they're just like, well, that wasn't funny. So now what? Like, what do we do? Like, nobody was laughing at that. And I feel like Jessel was backtracking a bit because I'm like, girl, you meant that. You were mad. They were loud. you meant that. But when you get in front of them, I was just a joke. It's a joke. It wasn't meant for anybody to get your feelings hurt. Girl, you was being shady. You was insulting them, but then you get in front of their face and you're acting like it's not a big deal. Now, Jenna even gave you an out. Jenna was like, well, I am cackling. You know, I do cackle sometimes. So it's fine. I wasn't offended by it. And she was like, see, Jenna's not upset about it. She's a cackling old hag. Why would you add old onto the insult that already got people's feathers ruffled, especially to the oldest person in the group? And she looked dead in Jenna's face and said it. And I'm like, so you don't think that's rude? Like, you don't think that's nasty? And the whole table was just like, yeah, Jessel, you can't say that. What? We're just having fun. No, because if somebody said that to you, right, you would have an issue. I hope she finds herself sometime this season, next season, because I feel like Momma, and maybe this is just not your experience, welcome to freaking America. You are not going to be able to look the way you look and treat people like that, especially white women. I'm telling you, I don't know how it's worked for you in New York City, but the public opinion is going to get you together. I know your DMs are probably looking a little MAGA right now. I know they getting you together and calling you things your parents only told you they was called. So I feel like you got to dial back on this personality and give us something else, because this is not working for you. Speaking of Aaron, I think that Aaron is cold. Typical New Yorker. Typical New Yorker. No shade. They are cold, rough people. They ain't about the games. They got somewhere to be. You're not going to talk to them crazy. They literally say, talk to me nice. And they mean that. And that's the woman. That's what they mean. Like, you're not going to talk to them people any kind of way. So I don't feel like Aaron is coming off rude. She's a New Yorker. Like, that's how those people are. It is what it is. You're not going to change them. New Yorkers are just not going to wake up and start being sweet. No, that's how they are. So even if Jessel felt like Aaron was being a little too much on her, I'm going to stand with Aaron in this one, because Jessel is just saying mean things. You call a dinner or a lunch so that you and Aaron can meet, where you're supposed to apologize. You basically tell her as soon as you sit down that she's living in an up-and-coming area. You told Aaron that she live in the hood. Like, how dare you? You just like, oh, I came here to this ghetto to celebrate you. And then you get mad that she feels some sort of way. Like, you just keep on taking digs at the girl who's already cold and expecting her to ever warm up to you. Like it's not going to happen. I'm sorry, Peppa the Pig. It's not going to happen, because that's what this accent is. She is giving Peppa the Pig. I don't know. I just don't believe it, Jessel. I just do not believe it. Jenna, this episode, clearing out that closet. Oh, soon, one day, Star family. I already have a nice closet, but the thing about it is I got all this stuff and I moved to California and I can't wear none of my stuff. It's just, the weather is just not for that. In California, it's like, light pants and light shirts, like light material. You just, like, all the stuff I have is just built for the East Coast, but I'm not here as much as I want to be, especially when it's cold. But I was looking at Jenna's closet and I was just like, wow. She was going through all those dresses that she had, and that gold, like, sequins dress with the huge square sequin. Soon, that closet was fabulous. That closet was fabulous. Now, see, here's the thing about this episode where I felt like it was just like really, really dry, and I felt like they could have done better. At the end of the episode, first of all, before we even get to the end, let me get back to Jessel. Stop telling these broads who don't rock with you that you and your husband ain't having sex. And then your husband is going around these people not knowing that you done told them people all your sexual business. These people, these girls, they don't like you. Stop telling them, oh, we didn't have sex tonight. They don't like you. Stop telling them that. And even if they did like you, why are you telling people what happens in your bedroom? If it's not good, you better lie. You're like, oh my goodness, we had so many rounds today. I can't walk. He's a menace. Like, do that. Lie. Don't tell these people your business. Even if these your good Judies, don't tell them. Don't tell them the business about your bedroom. It'll always come back to bite you in the behind. And you know what? My grandmother also told me this. If it's amazing, don't say nothing. Because them girlfriends going to try to find out. They're going to try to find out for themselves. So don't even tell them that. Just say everything is cool. Everything is, don't give them no details. Absolutely not. Because they're going to try to find out. That's what my grandma said. But I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. Anyway, so at the end of this episode, Bryn was trying to make an issue with Jenna and saying that Jenna, I feel like Bryn has an issue with Jenna. Not that she doesn't like her, but because Jenna is the celebrity of the show. Let's be real. Everybody knows, especially, you know, if you're in New York, you know who Jenna Lyons is. She is the only one on the show that really comes with the name. So I think Bryn has an issue with that because there's a different standard with Jenna. Jenna cannot show up to things and get treated differently. And Bryn will not get that treatment. And Bryn knows why. And I think that bothers her. So I just wish she would just rather say that and stick to that than trying to make an issue with Jenna, because Jenna didn't come to Jessel's holiday dinner party or whatever. And Bryn was just like, well, if I didn't do that, it would be such a big issue. She's Jenna lying and just trying to make a big deal. Jenna didn't want to come because she was with her kid in her home doing holiday fun stuff. She could have called it an event. She could have called it a moment, a dinner, an errand, whatever she called it, she didn't go. And her no should have been enough. So I like Bryn. I just don't want her to make an issue with Jenna because I don't think there's an issue there. I think the issue that she's dealing with is class. And I think class and notoriety. And I think that bothers her. But I just feel like she's such a good character. She doesn't have to worry about that because I feel like you're the star of this show. I hope you're on next season. I don't know what's going on, but I hope it works out for you. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. This episode was dry. I'm gonna let the ladies rock. I'm gonna give them a minute because I know they had some casting issues, but this episode was a bit dry, not review worthy. Phil, thank you so much for the super chat. Phil said Rhony isn't giving. Sai was just giving just as much as Jessel in the Hamptons. Jenna is messy and boring. Aaron can go. I like Uba, but need more. Same. And Uba is such a dynamic character. Why was she in like one scene? You have somebody as bright and funny as Uba, and you don't utilize her. If I was a producer on that show, I would have a camera crew following Uba as she goes on all of these dates, right? Following Bryn. Bryn wants to be married and have kids so badly. The way she lit up singing Jessel's kids, I would follow her on that journey. I would follow her to the OBGYN talking about fertility. I would follow her on her dates. I would follow her meeting with the dating coach. I would follow Uba dating all these wealthy, fine men in New York City. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Why are we focusing on Jessel, the boringest character of the show? Let's be real. Jenna would be more boring, but Jenna got fashion, right? She has a career. She has a name. Why are we not focusing on the two most dynamic characters on this show? I don't get it. I do not get it. Thank you so much, Phil, for the super chat. Sierra said Bryn was on Watch What Happens Live, so I think she's still there. There was another cast member who got the axe for something racist. Yeah, I remember her saying that she will always be proud of being who she is. And I was just like, oh, Lord, what happened? What happened? Because there was another Jewish person on the show. So I don't know what happened there. I do not know what happened there. Oh, Phil said, don't trust Bryn. Why? Why? What happened? Oh, you're not feeling it, Phil? What do you know that we don't know? What do you know that we don't know? Dr. M said, yep, just live your life. I had my kid at 25 unexpectedly, and it was a happy surprise. I don't regret having him, honestly. Yeah, do what works for you. Do what works for you. Empress said, both my kids were over 30, 32 and 42. Do what works for you. Do what works for you. There was a girl on TikTok. She was just like, my mom thought she was done having kids, and then she showed her mom pregnant at 52 with twins. Now, that's a lot. But just live your life. Live your life. Have fun. Oh, Missy's not loving Bryn. You like Uber and Jessel? Phil, talk. What's going on? What is going on? Mademoiselle said, Erin isn't my favorite. Jessel is in her own world, so that should be interesting. Sai looks like she is a fireball. Overall, I think it's a good cast. I think so too. I think that they probably just are having a rough time because they're still trying to edit out that other girl that was there. I think that's what's happening, but we'll see. Mom,
Yes.
NTR said, we agree to disagree with love, Mama Star.
Yes, we do. Love you.
Sierra said, that's why Flavor of Love is better than Real Housewives. VH1 would never waste money casting a boring person on one of their shows that came out around this time. True. Very, very true. Mademoiselle said Asian Indian people are directly connected to Britain. Their schools in India are taught in British and English. That I know, because I saw a movie. Them British people put y'all through it. That's how I found out. Anyway, that I did know, and I know that they completely left India devastated. And still to this day, India hasn't been yet to recover from what the British did to them. I'm sorry, I do not know why I said that. Why I had to get that information out, because this had nothing to do with it. But I also heard Jessel say in the UK. So she's saying like she's from there. And I'm not denying it. I just think she's putting on a different accent than what she actually has. That's what I think. That's what I think. Jessel's Indian, Asatu. We haven't seen her mother since she cussed her mother out.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, she got her mother together. Kayla said, Jessel put her foot in her mouth, had me on the floor, because why didn't Jenna get it together? Oh, I'm sorry, Jenna, you're an old hag. I'm like, why did you throw old? I'm telling you, if I was at that table, I would have bust out laughing. Old hag. Jenna was like, I would have got her together. I would have got her together. Dr. M said, that's British humor. Dry AF. I found it funny as hell. Jenna was like, did she have to put old in front? OMG. Okay, see, the UK people are liking Jessel. So I think she has a personality that you guys understand a bit more. It's just not reading well over here. I couldn't believe that she said that about Tribeca, a place where I would like to, live. I'm like, oh my God, Tribeca is up and coming. Yikes. Social stuff that Jessel was so delusional. Kayla said, I don't know if Jenna knows how to gather somebody, but I feel like Jessel would be an easy target. You know what, Kayla? I'm going to disagree. Because I feel like Jessel got it in her. And I think the more she gets frustrated, we're going to see a different side. I think she is, I'm telling you, I think she's trying to play this character. But I think when Jessel gets activated, oof, I think she's going to put some nasty reads out there. I think she's going to get nasty because this is her reading, just having fun. Oh, she's going to get that cast together. She definitely has Trina Braxton's accent. Honey Bunny said, Jessel is spoiled. The guests at her party were royalty. There's no way she doesn't have old money like Sai told her. Jessel is very rude, snooty vibes. Okay, so you guys think that she does have money. She's just trying to act like she doesn't. I can see that too. Will Small said, hey, Star fam, how long have we been live? I got no notification. We've been here a minute. We're about to get out. Just for that closet and that kitchen. Every time I see that kitchen. Guys, when I get my coin and my kitchen looks exactly like Jenna's, just go with it. Because I'm going to have that gold backsplash. I'm doing it. Now I'm going to throw some, jewels It won't be tacky, I promise. But that gold black, I can't get over that backsplash, especially with like sage cabinets. I'm gonna have that. I'm not playing. I'm gonna have that. Momi said it. This makes me feel like Jessel is setting up visual documentation for a divorce case. These housewives seem notorious for that. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens this season, because in the trailer, it's looking like her relationship is going to be front and center, like a front and center storyline for her, which is why we're probably not getting much from her, because we're going to get the fall of her marriage. I hope not. I hope not. But in that trailer, it was all about her and that husband. He was trying to fight side. He was like, she's in our business. And I'm like, well, your wife is telling your business, but child. She was, she used to work for J. Crew. She was one of the people responsible for dressing Michelle Obama during Barack Obama's first presidency run. Honey Bunny said, Jenna's cool. I think she has a problem with Jessel since she was so rude. I don't blame her. Yeah, I don't blame her either. Yeah, she was the creative director of J. Crew. She is a fashion industry girl for a while. NC said, Erin is way too hypersensitive. True. I don't enjoy her at all. Every little thing is an issue, and I feel like the girls tend to walk on eggshells around her instead of telling her to get over herself. Yeah, she's very serious. Very, very serious. Will said, Jenna is not a household name. Sorry, I work for retail, Gap, J. Crew, but I think this show is giving. To be honest with you, I didn't hear about her until Michelle Obama started wearing J. Crew. I think it was because it was such a big deal because, you know, a first lady wearing J. Crew when Prada is sending her stuff. It was a big deal. Kayla said, I think Bryn's beef with Jenna is jealousy. After Erin said, maybe I just like Jenna more. Bryn's family history makes her a little attention seeking. I can see that. Will said they edited the girl out of the show. I don't remember. I feel like she was connected to January 6th or something like that. I think it had something to do with I think it has something to do with her being Jewish. And I don't think it was, I think it was on her end. And the reason, I don't know what happened, but the only reason why I'm saying that is because in her Instagram post, she kept on talking about how she was very proud to be Jewish and she wanted to show that on the show and that some people were uncomfortable. So I was just like, how is this show still happening if this lady is saying that people are being anti-Semitic on the show? But the show must go on. Andy Cohen still let the show go. So I don't know. I do not know. I heard that CM. I heard that Phil Good said it's a huge Indian population in London. Now that I did not know. That's what it does give American posh accent. Will. How long has she been in America? She does. Like, Brooke was going crazy when she saw that lady with the bucket cut, the bowl haircut. And that's like, you know, somebody that Jessel invited. And that lady was all over her home. So Jessel is connected. I don't know what's happening. Tony said, but I don't see what she said wrong. That's funny. I think it's like calling someone a heifer, but the thing that they get mad over is so meh. Right? Yeah, I don't think it was that big of a deal. I just think when Jessel doubled down on old Hank, I would have lost it at that table. Baby, Jenna would have been mad at me. Jenna would have been mad at me when she looked at Jenna and said, I'm sorry, Jenna. I should have called you an old cackling hag. Girl! Will said Jessel was not using British humor. It's off-putting. Her husband said it, and it's her tone, not her cultural misunderstanding. But her husband is American, right? Blue Jay said, if Jessel has an unposh accent, I would love to hear it. I love to hear people's culture upbringing reflected to their speech. Yeah, I love Adele's accent. I was like, come on, get out. NTR said, cooked a whole Jamaican meal on this live. Brown stew, tofu, rice, and peas, cabbage, jerk roasted potatoes, plus homemade pineapple ginger soda. Ooh. Send us some. Let me get a couple more and then we'll get out of here because there I gotta eat. Thank you, NTR, for making me hungry. Phil said, someone said Bryn wanted to marry a Jewish person. They said she wanted the... Who said that? Not the way Bryn jumps on every black man that comes on the show. I heard that, Asatu. I heard that there's a huge Nigerian population in the UK. I heard that. You know, I'm saying I heard that TikTok. But I will tell you, like, all of my friends from the UK are Nigerian. So maybe that's what it is. Okay. Miss Gigi88 said, according to Google, Lizzie left early because of fans' anti-Semitic. So how is this show? You know what? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. That's just so crazy to me. I feel like that's a big deal. Miss Gigi88 said, I watch a lot of British TV shows and there's a large Indian population. The British are always going out to buy a curry. Yes. Oh, that's what they meant. I thought they were talking about Chinese food. I just bought a Chinese. I just got a Chinese. I love them people. I love me them UK accents. It's so cute. I feel like it's because PBS, was it on PBS? Are You Being Served? That was my favorite show. You know what? I should not have been watching Are You Being Served or the Benny Hill Show. I just realized I was far too young for those shows, but I loved them. I love Mrs. Slocum. I loved Are You Being Served? I used to watch that, the Carol Burnett Show, Mama's Family, the Patty Duke Show, Honeymooners, Dick Van Dyke. That's all Nick at Night. But I watched Are You Being Served and the Benny Hill Show on PBS. PBS, why did you have those shows on? Anyway, but those were my shows. Those were my shows. If Peppa the Pig is giving American kids British accents, that's what the Benny Hill Show and Are You Being Served did to me. Deborah I said an Indian just chicken tikka masala. Oh, that's true. That is true. And the only reason why I know about that is because I saw a video of some guy, I think it was Irish, reading Britain. And he said that. You know what? Listen, no shade. If you're having beans and toast for breakfast, chicken masala gotta be the nation's dish. Chicken tikka masala, that's delicious. That's delicious. Primetime TV, just mwah, chef's kiss. Will said Britain has the largest population of Indians outside of India, and they are a bigger group than African Brit population. So the UK is basically what Brazil is to the African population, because Brazil has the largest African population outside of Black African population outside of Africa. Ain't that crazy? All the ships went there. I thought everybody stopped at America and the Caribbean. And is it Caribbean? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Happy Carnival. Y'all having something right now. It's all over my timeline. Happy Carnival. Have fun. Asatu said, so it's true. Huge Indian Nigerian communities. You always have Pakistan, Jamaicana. You also have Pakistan and Jamaicans. Oh, true. The stepdad's family is in the UK. That's true. How does the UK have so many people when it's so small? I got to get there. I got to see it for myself. Because I'm just like, it's a really small place, but has such a large population. I got to get there. All I got to do is get on my double-decker bus. That's all I got to do. Get on my double-decker bus, see Big Ben, and have afternoon tea. That's it. I don't need to do nothing else. I don't need to do nothing else. Hey, unapologetically, Romel. Wait, did I click on it? How are you? Oh, they got butter chicken. Now, is it good? I got a Black American palate because I'm going to go there and I'm going to ask for that. I'm going to ask for the chicken tikka masala and I'm going to ask for the butter chicken. Is it good? Because, you know, they be saying that food not hitting like that. Miss GG88 said, I got here late, Nikki. How are you doing? I'm blessed and highly favored. How are you? Dr. M said, I live in an area with a large Bangladeshi population, and right next to me, there's a huge Nigerian and Ghanaian population. Wow. Oh, yeah, well, that makes sense because they have all of those colonies. They giving them back. Child, people are asking for their independence. So said my niece's dad is Black AF and from Venezuela. Yeah, I did not know that. I did not know that Brazil had such a large Black population, or Venezuela, or what are those people that we just? It's another large Black population that we Panamanians. Is it Panamanians? Panama, yes, they down there too. Them ships stopped everywhere. My God, today we have got to stop fighting each other. It's too many of us. Come on, Black diaspora, we got to do better. Yes, Colombia, but you would never know that if you're not from there by what you see out in the world. Because before social media, a lot of people thought that the majority of Brazilians look like Giselle, the supermodel. Nobody knows the majority of Brazilians look like me. Hey, Black Orpheus, let's go. Talk that talk. We always end here. We are somehow we get to colonization and white supremacy somehow, and y'all say it's me. Will said exactly, Nikki. You know these spice trade routes they was bringing paprika and people. Ciao. Yeah, I want to go, but I want to go to like I want to go to like the places that you don't see, right? On that's not shown to us here in America. I want to go to the ghettos, to the people of color population. I want to see that because I feel like that's the real and that's what the food is. That's what a good food is. That's where the good, yeah, and it's being so small. But they're popular. You know what? I say this as an American. Maybe that's what it is. I will say, I just really thought that the UK, with everything that they did and was allowed to do, was like the size of Africa. I didn't look at no maps. I went to performing arts school. And even if you look at a map, they make Africa look so freaking small. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that maps today are not accurate? Africa is huge. Huge. Y'all be getting mad at us. Oh, we're a country, not a continent. They got y'all looking like a country on a map. I did not know how big Africa was. Found that out in adulthood. Shout out to my African American Studies class. That class had me radical for a minute. Thank God y'all didn't meet me then. I don't know what I would have been saying if I was on here taking those classes. You know what? I heard that was terrible. Mademoiselle, I'll take it. I'll take it. Momi said that's why Brits are so anti-immigration because of the population growth. Yeah, same here in America. Gen Z is going to be the first population in the United States of America where there's not a white majority. White women, get ready. They're going to try to force y'all to have them babies. They're already doing it in the South. The North might hop on. The North might hop on. Yeah, it's been raining crazy over here in Atlanta. Child. Y'all will find out on my vlog, but my God, today, this Georgia rain ain't no joke. I want to go with my family. We've been talking about it, but 2 of us are on strike in the home, so mine is a little funny. We'll see. We will see. Dr. M said, Nikki, we have to organize a Star Family Europe tour. We will. We will. Oh God, Momma.Star in Great Britain. Lord, they might kick us out after 2 days. Indigo Girl said, Nikki, when you go to London, make sure you go to, and I gotta write this down. Fortnum and Mason. Oh, Fortnum. Hold on. Fortnum and Mason for their high tea. You know, I want to go to that sketch place, Sketch London. It's so pretty. I want to go. It's a 3-course tea time with cakes and sandwiches. Yes, I can't wait. Will said, yeah, UK is small, but they had a global empire. Yeah, listen, iconic. I'm not hating. When I found out the size of the UK and what they were able to do, I was like, listen, you got to respect it. It was evil. But to be so small and do so much damage, my God, today, I was just like, the people just let you, mind my business. But I was just like, that's how big y'all are, and y'all did all of this? Yikes. It's giving gangster. Like, don't hate the player, hate the game. Okay, Asati said, girl, I'm from Senegal. Trust my palate. Original jollof rice comes from my, don't start that in here. Asatu. Don't start. Yeah, Panama and Belize. Yes. Did y'all know that Just Call Me Wild was Belizean? I did not know that. I was like, we in Belize. It's far too many of us to be lacking like this. Far too many of us. Yeah, and we built them beautifully, might I add. Beautifully. Let me tell you something. Every nation with a large Black population knows what they have. That's the thing. America, the white Americans don't scare me with that. Go back to Africa. You say that. You'll never send me. I'll call your bluff all day long. You'll never assemble. I need the plane. I don't trust you with no ship. You'll never assemble the plane, because what would you have? We are the Lorian Gibson of the United States of America. We leave, you have no nation. You have nothing. And you won't let anybody take us, because Africa tried it. And what did you do? Don't play me, girl. You know what you got. You're not letting us go. We sure did. I was seeing people talking about the chair and is it called Samoa? The Great Island of Samoa. They was talking about that. Child, my favorite movie ever. I can watch it today and I will bawl like it's the first time I've seen it. It is beautiful cinema. The original and the remake, beautiful cinema. That movie will make you want to fall in love. Black Orpheus, amazing. I follow the lead actors in the remake. I love them. That movie was beautiful. The original and the remake. I'm gonna do that for y'all. We're gonna plan it. It might not happen. It probably will happen late in 2024. But we're gonna do a Star Family UK meetup. Dr. Rim said the size of Nigeria is bigger than most states in the US. I've come to find out. You know what? The Nigerian community is large. Y'all are everywhere. Ain't nobody watching them. They are everywhere. Huge population here in Atlanta. You think you see a Black person, you just like African American, Nigerian. I'm telling you right now, they are everywhere. Any Black person that you see, I'm telling you, no matter where you're at, I promise you they're Nigerian. I promise you. If you guess, if they say, where you think I'm from? And you're guessing that, you will be right. It's always Nigerian people. I had no idea that population was so large. Oh my gosh. Let me get a few more and then let me go home. I missed you guys. We'll talk more tomorrow. Amanda Fernandez said, hey, Nikki, sending all the love from Brazil. What's up, family? How you doing? Busola said, whenever I go to Europe, I always ask where are the Black people areas of the city. I want to check it out. That's my thing. Like, I know when I go there, I'm like, where the Black people at? Because I want to eat. I love me some food. I want to eat. And from what I've been seeing, people are like, I saw a really sweet video of like British schoolboys trying Popeyes for the first time. The way their face lit up when they bit into that chicken. Child. Mademoiselle, wake it up. Their prison for profits will fall. Then they could only arrest their own white people. Yeah. If they get rid of us, America will become Florida. Look what's happening in Florida. Florida told some people, if you're not legal, we locking you up and you can't work here. And the people said, no problem. We're going to go to California. And Florida is a mess. There was this guy, a farmer, and he was taking video of like the white people picking the fruit. And he was like, they're lazy. They want to take breaks all the time. They know their rights. You want to exploit labor? No, suffer. Malfoy. Oh, Malfoy is in a whole war. I remember his first video. I'm telling you, I saw that video and I was like, oh, you done it now. You done it now. And now he's in a fight. It's like the battle of the biracials now with this guy from France, this biracial guy from France. They just go back and forth doing videos about each other. And I'm just like, oh my God, the biracials are fighting. No, we're family. Stop it. The minute I saw it, I was just like, you cannot be an American talking like that and living in the place that you're dragging. I will say there were a lot of people who are from, like a lot of people from the UK who actually liked what he was saying. It was just like, thank you for exposing the real, but I don't think it's enough. That's what I heard. So Steph, that's what I heard. I heard the Black population in Texas is not African American. Is that where Emmanuel Acho is from? Because, child, is that how the Nigerian population is in Texas? Because, ooh, let me tell you something. The last thing that I'm going to get out of here. Emmanuel tried to talk about the chair. He tried to talk about the chair. I saw him post a TikTok about it. I didn't watch the video. I went right to the comments. Everybody was like, not you. Not, please, absolutely not. Do not speak on this. They cussed him out. He will never live down being an emotional butler for white people, saying that he has a better understanding of American racism because he wasn't enslaved.
He's
Nigerian. Huh?
You're talking about that clown from Nigeria, whatever his name is.
Emmanuel Acho, we talked about him.
Yeah.
Him, yes. And the Globe, I'm telling you, I've learned it in Atlanta. And they have acclimated into the culture. You don't know that they're Nigerian until you hear their full name. And you're like, hold on. It's such a crazy cultural experience down here. Missy said, while we're here, Star Family, remember which one of y'all met Nikki? She talked about it in her blog. She's more replay gang, so I don't know if she's going to be here in this one, but yeah, that was a sweet time. IA said, Jessa was just using British humor. Speaking as someone born and raised in the UK who has a lot of Asian friends, she doesn't come from money. She's just exaggerating the accent. Okay, I will say this. One of my friends from the UK came to America, and she was like on a doing her holiday, and she came to one of my comedy shows, and I was just like, "What did you think?" She was just like, "American humor is a little different, she's like, a British humor is a bit dry, and we, some jokes I just couldn't really get because we, interpret humor differently. So it was we had a really interesting conversation. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Thank you so much, Shonda. Thank you. IA said, I'm from the UK and Nigerian. But of course. Oh, they do videos back to back, just fighting each other. And Malfoy is just like, I don't care. It's ghetto over here. OMG. Asato said, I did not mind the Malfoy do what he called Paris ghetto with the McDonald's, but he is going too far, bashing the entire town and food. I think they both make great points. I think if they just stop making videos about each other and just meet somewhere and talk, I think they could get on the same page. Who's Toby? That's where Toby's from. Child, he makes Emmanuel look very truthful. Who is Toby? I don't need another self-hating black in my mind. I don't need it. Anyway, Star fam, I gotta put timestamps in this, and this is going to be not easy because this live was all over the place. Shout out to Momma.Star. Anyway, I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow for the Bachelorette Alabama boat brawl, and Love at the Lockup. Bye. This was fun. I missed you. I'll see you more often. Wait, did I get this one? I got this one. Phil, you still did not tell me that stuff about Bryn. Inbox me. And we'll talk. Bye, y'all. Mom, where's my